Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Insufficient Friends. I'm Kevin. She's Nikki.
Hi.
And if you folks are new here, this is a podcast where we talk about whatever we want to. So if you like what we're talking about this week, great. Give us a like, subscribe. If not, give us something else to talk about, and we'll talk about it. Nick, how was your week? Anything interesting happen this week? Anything fun?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing?
Happened.
Okay. I get that.
Yeah, I worked.
Yeah.
We did get cabinets in the new house.
Nice.
Which we've been waiting on forever, but
it's coming along.
Nothing
then?
actually happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
hopefully.
Good.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I didn't do anything that I can think of. So I'm going to say I didn't do anything because I can't think of anything. Mm-hmm. So if I can't think of it, I'm going to say I didn't do it. Or if it wasn't at least...
I thought about this the other day. So, we are interesting people to each other, but, to other people, we're probably, boring. The least interesting people that could have a podcast ever.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're not... Yeah, we don't really do anything. Or...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We do things that are interesting we do and talk about things that are interesting to us, which is the entire premise of the podcast.
Yeah, it is.
But
and the other thing that I think, and I don't know if other podcasts do this, is we don't go we go do little trip things, which we're doing one in a few weeks, or in November, I guess. But we don't do them on a regular basis. I feel like a lot of those people do.
No, because we pay for everything ourselves. So it's not like we have sponsors.
Yeah.
No one's wanting to sponsor us talking badly about the topics that we are covering them insufficiently, I should say.
We just we do all this ourselves. So we only go on 2 little things a year, and that's about the extent of it. Although you did send me a thing on the Renaissance Fair, the movie that came out that was filmed at the Renaissance Fair, because the Renaissance Fair is going on right now, isn't it, in Kansas City? We went last year.
It is, I believe. I don't think I'm going to have time to go this year with all the house stuff, but yes, they filmed a comedy. From what I saw, so I haven't watched the movie yet because I wanted to wait so we could do it for a movie episode.
Yes.
But apparently it's a comedy about a group of Renaissance Fair workers. But it was filmed in Kansas City. So, yeah, it's called... What was it called that I sent you? But I think we should do a break in our movie episodes.
We'll have to do that for one of the movie episodes.
Take a break from Pirates of the Caribbean and do... It's called Rennie.
Okay.
So it's a comedy film shot at the Kansas City Festival. So yeah, anyway, I saw that this week on the news. So, but yeah, I don't know if I'm going to have time to actually go to the Renaissance Fair this year.
Yeah, it only runs through the first week in October or something like that generally. So it's coming close to being over, and I don't think I'll have time to go either. So, but
yeah,
it is fun to go to. I do recommend it if you
have,
it
is so fun.
Chance.
I'll still get to wear my outfit this year. Because we're going to the Chapel Roan concert on October 4th.
Okay.
And the theme is fairies and mermaids. So I'm okay, that fits kind of.
Is there a different theme to every show that she does?
I think every city.
For the 2, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Because you know who Chapel Roan is,
yes.
right? She takes her inspiration from different drag queens and everything for outfits, and so usually then there's a theme for the audience for different cities, and so the Kansas City pop-up shows at Liberty Memorial, the theme was fairies and mermaids last time I looked. So unless anything's changed, my Renaissance outfit should kind of be appropriate.
Nice. Where's it
I'm
at?
not like a fairy or a mermaid, but
that's close enough. Where's it at? You said again?
Liberty Memorial. So the World War I museum lawn. There's a massive lawn. It's outdoor.
Oh, it's on the lawn. Okay, it's on the lawn out there. Okay, I know where that is. Okay, interesting. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, it should be fun. So that's in a couple weeks. So.
That'll be a lot of fun. Okay.
That's
Um,
my Renaissance festival for the
yeah,
year.
it works. Yeah, that'll be fun. We don't
Mhm.
have any shout outs this week because
Mm-mm.
nobody comments because nobody watches. So, we're gonna move on to directly to
Oh,
our.
no, no, no,
No,
no. Wait, wait, wait.
wait. Hold on. You just
We
told me we
did
didn't have a comment.
have one of my coworkers, Jaron, said
Okay.
that he did subscribe. Now, I don't think he's watched anything yet, but I had just mentioned in passing the other day about this. And he's newer to our team and he was like, "What?" So, I think he said he subscribed. So,
Okay.
Jaron, if you're listening to this, A, I'm sorry, but B, thank you.
Okay. Well, hi, John.
Yeah.
um, nice to have you. Uh, yes. Well, I hope you enjoy this. I hope everybody enjoys this. But
Mhm.
this week we are talking about another secret society because we love to talk about
Yeah.
random, just interesting things to us. Probably not to anybody else.
Yes.
But
And this was one I had seen while scrolling on social media because I have a bunch of like my algorithm is a lot of history.
mm-hmm.
You know how everyone has a different algorithm?
Yeah,
Well, mine seems to be that.
nice.
Shocking.
Not at
And
all.
so it popped up and the video I wrote down the text of the video in my notes because it was very like intriguing. So the text of this video is set to like this creepy music, which after doing like a lot of reading about them, they're not really creepy, but it is a social media video.
Yeah.
But the video said in the early 1600s, mysterious pamphlets began appearing in Europe, hinting at a secret brotherhood of enlightened sages and alchemists who held the secrets of nature, the universe, and the divine.
Hmm.
So how could I not want to like learn
Yeah.
more about
That's
that after
very.
seeing that
That's very
video?
you. That's very you sounding. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense. Yes, this is the.
Yeah.
If you didn't, I don't know if you said the name yet. It's the Rosicrucians, right?
Oh yeah, the Rosicrucians. I
Rosicrucians.
assume we're saying that right,
Yes, I have
hopefully.
probably not.
Yeah.
But we're trying.
The
Um,
name stems from Rosy Cross, from
yes.
what I could gather, because that's their symbol. It's like a cross between the Luther rose and the cross of like, because they take their origins from different religions. So it's like a rosy cross is their symbol.
But everything I saw said that it wasn't a religious organization. For most of what I could
No,
find said that it
it's
wasn't. It's more
correct.
focused on knowledge and
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, it's not really a
Yeah,
religious
they just
organization.
take their different influences from different places.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy that supposedly started this because it all stems from kind of a myth. So Christian Rosencreuz or Rose Cross was a mystic philosopher in Germany. Well, I don't know what Germany was in the 1300s. It probably wasn't actually Germany, but that area in 1378. So they call him the Christian father, but it's not actually like a religious organization.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that being from the 1300s, you're going to have any organization you have is going to have bits and pieces of
Yeah.
religion because it was so everyone was religious at that point. So but this theoretical mystical founder, it said that he studied in the Middle East and in the Germany area, all under different masters. So he that's the knowledge part of it because he studied like everything. And then also studied Western traditions. So I don't know what Western traditions were in the 1300s, but
Probably like I
whatever that
mean,
means.
probably like European mostly, like
Yeah.
French, the
So
UK.
at this really early time, it's said that there was not more than like 8 to 10 members following this guy.
Hmm.
And they were all bachelors of vowed virginity. And they all took an oath. So it was seemed like it started as like a very, very small thing. But then in the 1600s, I think like 16 to 1850 seems like it was like the prime time for this. and we'll talk about it in a little bit. There's like modern versions, but from what I could gather, that was like the prime times from 1614 to like the 1850s. Um, so in 1614, the three manifestos were published between 1614 and 1617. First in the Germany area, and then they spread throughout Europe. And so these manifestos were written by someone else, not by the original mythological founder,
Mm-hmm.
but by some other guy. I don't have his name written down
Okay.
because I'm good at this.
Yes, we are insufficient.
So that is the time where it started to spread a lot because these manifestos started to spread. I wonder if, like, also at that time, I don't know when, like, the printing press was invented and people started getting more access to language and written text besides, like, the Bibles and things. So maybe this, also started with the spread of language. I don't know what the timeline was for that, but um, so in the late 1700s, that's when, like I said, this started to become more prevalent. They called it the Rosicrucian Enlightenment because it had been around for a while, but always as a very small group. And now everyone was able to read because of these manifestos. There started to be like pamphlets and posters. And um, there's even, I found like a picture of one of the posters from 1614. And it's like a discovery of the fraternity of the most laudable order of the Rosy Cross.
Hmm.
So, like, how, as a peasant in the 1500s, do you read that and not be like, that sounds baller?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. This was their like enlightenment period where they were spreading all their knowledge and gaining more members, I guess.
Interesting.
So like 1622 was
By
when
the
all those pamphlets really spread across Europe.
by the way, the invention of the movable type printing press was around 1440. So
Okay, so this was well
yeah,
after
well after
that.
that.
Um, so it continued to spread and its influence all over Europe. Um, and then there became a lot of different, as with any organization, religious or secular, there became a lot of different like sects and
Mm-hmm.
different organizations within the umbrella of this. So they had ties with Freemasonry. And then there was like they brought in like a bunch of like weird, not weird, I'm not saying Egyptian history is weird, but they like had a weird tie-in with like a different Egyptian mysteries too. So they definitely started as following this guy that studied all over the world, and then I think that just continued to like compound on each other as the members learn more. I don't know, but they also have a tie-in. I don't know if this is like the Harry Potter Philosopher's Stone, but one of the pamphlets was called The True and Complete Preparation of the Philosopher's Stone by the Brotherhood from the Order of the Golden and Rosy Cross.
Hmm.
So then I went down a whole other rabbit hole,
Hmm.
me,
When
but
was
I
that?
couldn't tell if it was like the same thing or not.
When was that published? Because the Philosopher's Stone in Harry Potter was like the
1710.
yeah, the Philosopher's Stone in Harry Potter is like the one that supposedly like makes you live forever. So I
Yeah,
don't know if it's
and
that.
this says it's just a mythical alchemical substance capable of turning base metals such as mercury into gold or silver. Alchemists additionally believe that it could be used to make an elixir of life.
Yeah.
Because people
So
used to believe gold could heal.
yeah.
I remember like even gold was even used in like the 1900s to try to
Yeah.
cure what was that cough um in the 1900s. That was crazy. Not typhoid. You know what I'm talking about?
Not exactly. No. I mean, there's several different
I'm blanking on the
tuberculosis.
anyways. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Tuberculosis. They thought like gold could cure tuberculosis. So clearly this was like a big thing stemming from alchemy for a
Yeah.
long
I
time.
mean,
But
alchemy is another thing that we may have to talk about sometime because there's been a lot of people
yeah.
like go down that like hole and
Hmm.
get lost trying to come up with ways to turn random things into gold and just like
Yes.
make themselves live for forever. And there's a lot of
Yeah.
yeah. So anyway,
Hmm.
yeah, so you talk about like that I found I didn't get a lot into this, but um there was so in recent times there have what Wikipedia has, which is
Hmm.
Wikipedia.
It's
It's
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia. Um, it has that there's 22 active groups that are tied to this currently, is what it says.
Interesting.
That were founded anywhere from 1776 to the most recent ones in 2007.
Hmm.
So that's pretty recent, like new groups being founded in 2007.
Yeah.
It says there's more maybe that aren't listed or don't use the Rosicrucian name to like identify
Yeah.
themselves. So there's probably more, maybe other ones that have dissolved too, but those are the
Hmm.
ones that it listed. Um, the other, it also said that most of them fall into three categories, uh, which are esoteric Christian, which like are actually like a Christian, kind of like profess Christ and are actually kind of more of a religious
Mm-hmm.
organization. The Masonic groups and the initiatory groups, which the initiatory groups is where they put the current one, which is the Rosicrucian org or the AMORC or whatever,
AMORC.
which is the current like the most pop. If you like, if you Google Rosicrucians,
Hmm.
Rosicrucian.org, what you come up with is the AMORC, which is, I guess, probably the most common one that you're going to find. And
Yeah, and their website's pretty cool.
they actually have like podcasts, YouTube channels, and like
Yeah, a
social
member
media. And yeah,
login.
like you can just join online and just like become a member of the group.
So
So,
that initiative order, then it says the Rosicrucians, and I'm assuming this is the initiative order, a community of philosophers who study natural laws in order to live in harmony with them. Honestly, kind of just sounds like paganism. Like
mm,
it's all about natural laws and living in harmony with each other.
hmm,
So yeah, it is interesting how they draw bits and pieces from like everything.
yeah. So, yeah,
But their website's pretty cool. Highly recommend going to their website. I haven't listened to any of their podcasts, but it is funny how it went from like the mysterious pamphlets in Europe and a secret brotherhood of
to here's
enlightened sages,
podcast.
and
Come
now
listen to our
it's like
podcast.
listen to our podcast.
Yeah. So, I also found two interesting things, and I will link these below. And if you send me the picture of the poster, I'll put it on here too, or I'll try to remember to put it on
Okay.
here too. But
Mhm.
um, I found two documents that were posted or published by the CIA in the fifth. One was in the 50s,
Oh.
and I will say that it's hard to read, and I couldn't read through it very well, but I'll link
Mhm.
it in the description. It was originally published in 1955 as a secret, as it was classified as a secret document in the 50s,
Mm.
and it is kind of hard to read, but it does go through a lot of information about this group. The reason I say it's hard to read is because it's like typed on a typewriter, so it's kind of like
Oh.
blurry and it doesn't look real great. And then it was
Hmm.
scanned in a computer at some point, so it's kind of hard. It's kind of like not the most legible thing to read, but
Hmm.
I think it's like 6 pages long or something. It was, I guess, declassified or
Mm.
released as not being secret anymore in 1990 in the 90s in 98.
Hmm.
And there was also a document that they have that goes through. It's called the Bloodlines of the Illuminati, and it mentions the links between the Illuminati and the Rosicrucians several times in there because I searched for
Mm.
the Rosicrucians in that document, and it mentions them several times in their links to them.
Yeah.
So there are
Interesting.
several groups, and I guess the CIA has looked into them a few times in the past as well. So I will link
Yeah,
both
I
of those
mean,
documents down in the description for you if you want to read them. But
Yeah.
yeah, so
Yeah, that's interesting. And I mean, they do have a lot of interconnections with the Freemasons and Oddfellows. Like there
hmm
was so much interconnection between all these groups, I think. So yeah, it's fascinating. What do you think the allure of secret societies is? Because I get, when I think about that question, I'm like, well, I guess like I did join a sorority, but it was a service sort, like we did community service, so it wasn't anything like
do you?
crazy. But what do you think the allure of secret societies is?
I think to everybody wants to be part of the club and know the secrets of what's going on. So I'm guessing that. Um,
Yeah, that's what
do
I was
you
thinking, like belonging and curiosity.
do you consider? I guess I don't consider a fraternity or sorority a secret society because
I wouldn't
like
say it's secret, I
I
would say
know
it's a society.
they're
There are
secretive
secretive parts of it. I
of
mean, you
like
have
what
to
they
be a member to
do.
know different things
Yeah,
and
I know there's secrets in like on what you can know. Like, they have secretive
mhm.
things that they do, but I wouldn't consider them a secret society because it's not like you're not supposed to know about them. Like, they're obviously out and about doing
Honestly,
things, but
nowadays, are there any secret societies that we don't know about?
no, I think we know
I
about
mean,
all of them,
probably,
but
but we know about so many of them.
yeah.
So I think the definition has changed over time. I would say fraternities and sororities are societies that have secrets,
Yeah.
but like they're not a secret to the public.
Yeah.
But like in Alpha Sigma Gamma, I mean, we had things that you had to be a member to be able to say certain things and do certain things. So
Yeah.
in that sense, it is, but also we were all just doing community service.
Yeah.
So very different than like this. But I think it's definitely humans want a sense of belonging and protection,
Mhm.
and they want to know things, the curiosity that killed the cat. So this offers all of that. It's a sense of belonging because you're in a group. It's protection because they study life and death, so you feel like you're protected by your knowledge and everything
Yeah.
from what I could gather. And then, yeah, the curiosity, it's the knowledge part of it. So it is interesting, super interesting. I will not be joining them, but it is a very interesting club.
Yeah. Okay. You said you had a game-ish thing for
I
us
do
to
have
do
a
today.
game. Not game-ish, it is a game. We're
Okay,
gonna play
game.
Mad
We're gonna play
Libs.
Mad Libs this week. Okay.
Yeah.
This ought to be interesting.
So, Mystic Mad Libs. So, okay, the title of this story. So I'm gonna have you fill in, the noun, verb, emotion.
Okay.
But the title of the story is The Secret Meeting. Okay.
Okay.
So, the first thing I need from you is a fancy title for like a person.
Okay. So, a fancy title. Let's see here. Um, we're not going with name. We're going with title. So, like, okay.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know. I never did these, so I'm not very good at. I'm not going to be very good at this. I don't think.
So
Uh,
think of like high priestess. Like what would you want the title to be?
um,
The Red Light Keeper.
yeah,
It can
it's
be
gonna be something
anything.
random like that. Like,
Mhm.
um, uh, I don't have a clue. Nick, you come up with something because I don't have a clue. I'm not that good at coming
Okay.
up with stuff on the spot like that.
How about um the Mystic Keeper of Light?
Okay, go for it. That
Okay.
works.
Mystic Keeper of Light. Okay, I need a noun. So person, place, or thing.
Um, a
Probably a thing would work best.
okay, a tree.
Okay. And then I need a verb, so an action. Like
Uh,
to.
jump.
Okay. Okay, and then I need a number.
12.
Okay. All right, and then I need an emotion.
Scared.
Okay. All right, and then I need an element. So it can either be like, gold or silver, or like an element like air or fire. It can be anything.
Okay. Let's go with dirt.
Dirt. Okay.
Earth. I guess you could say
All
earth.
right.
Dirt. Earth. You could say earth.
I like dirt. I like
Legally.
dirt.
Earth.
Okay, and then I need an adjective. So like a descriptor word.
Um,
It can be like a color, it can be like a sad, it can be any type of like descriptor.
jaunty.
Okay. And then I need a weird action verb.
A
So a
weird
verb is
action.
an action, but like a weird verb.
A weird verb. Um, what's a weird action? I don't know. What's a weird action? A weird.
Um,
Um,
Sculpt, or just like a not like weird. Weird's probably the wrong word. Like more uncommon.
okay.
Um, Unearth, or
So you're talking a more
um,
unusual word than necessarily like.
yeah, just like one that's not like run or
Okay.
something like that.
Um. Uh. Let's see here.
Shimmy.
That
I
works.
don't know.
Let's go with shimmy.
That's the
Yeah,
first one I thought of.
shimmy works.
Shimmy. All right. Number 9. We have two more. So, creature.
Um. A.
We just watched Fantastic Beasts,
We
so
did
you
just
you
watch
have a very
Fantastic
long
Beasts.
list of creatures
Yes.
to choose from.
Um. Let's see here. Are we going? Or do we want to go mythological creature, or do we want to go like real
The
creature? Yeah. Do we
chillin'.
want to? How crazy do we want to go here?
You can do
Um.
whatever you want.
Let's see. I'm gonna go. Let's go. Let's go Yeti.
Yeti.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. All right. So, made up secret name, meaning like once you're initiated into this group, what's your name? Like Freemason, but like what's your order name?
Oh, okay. This is the order of the. Well, I mean, if it's gonna be based on me, we're gonna call it the Kevinites.
Kevinites. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready to hear your story?
Sure. Let's go for it.
Okay. All right. The mystic keeper of light of the inner tree has gathered to jump the circle of 12. Only those with hearts full of fear, I changed scared to fear,
Yeah, that works.
so it fit the grammar, attuned to the power of dirt and minds clear of jaunty illusions, may shimmy with the sacred Yeti and receive the name Kevinite.
Okay.
I like that a lot.
That's really random. Okay.
That was good. I like that.
Oh, okay.
I'll put that on our Instagram
Okay.
story.
Yeah, you do that. You post that on our Instagram. That'll be fun for
I
people
feel like
to
I should have you narrate, like, because how we originally found this topic is I saw a creepy video on Instagram. I feel like I should have you narrate that
have me read it.
story to like creepy music behind you. Yeah. That was fun. I don't think we've ever done a Mad Libs.
We've not done a Mad Libs. I don't know if I've ever done a Mad Libs in general, because I've never
Oh, I definitely have. I know Aunt Cindy likes some, and
yeah, I've never. That's never been one of my like things to do. But I've also
I think
never.
both my grandma and Aunt Cindy did them with me growing up. I feel like I did a lot of Mad Libs.
Interesting. Yeah, I've never been a Mad Libs person. That wasn't really like my thing. But anyway, I think it's time for
that was fun. But yeah, that's all I had on the Rosicrucians. Very, very thorough.
All right, Nick. Do you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I can go first.
Go for it.
So I have two facts about the Rosicrucians because I didn't know if we were going to cover either one. The first is that they were pioneers of healing. So one of the core principles for the original Rosicrucians was to heal the sick without accepting payment. So they called this was like one of their core values. They called it invisible medicine. So I thought that was really interesting. Basically helping people who can't afford medicine. The second fact is about one of the newer branches or sects of the movement. So the Rosicrucian Fellowship, which I guess is a specific branch, they are vegetarians and believe meat, alcohol, and tobacco are harmful to the soul and spirituality of a person. Well, that was interesting. So that's one of the modern ones.
Yeah. Interesting. Mine is about a couple people that were in reportedly in this, according to, again, the CIA. And this was through those documents it was that I found. But what they had in their reporting or documents is that Benjamin Franklin was actually the head of the Rosicrucians at one point during his time as at some point. I don't know. He was also the head of the American Freemasons and the member of other secret groups, including the Hellfire Club.
Which is we hear his name. We hear him and Thomas Jefferson a lot with secret societies.
Yeah, like
so I'm like, was he really, or were these all just kind of interconnected? I don't know.
I wonder if like they were all just like you were part of one, you were kind of part of them all. If you were that big of a like that big of an that high in society, you were just kind of part of them all back then. I wonder.
Yeah.
Another one was that Pope John the 13th joined a Rosicrucian group with links to European Freemasonry when he was in Turkey. It doesn't.
That's really interesting.
Doesn't say
when was Pope John the 13th? Pope John.
Oh, sorry, not the 13th. The 23rd. My bad. Not the 23rd. I've got it still listed in Roman numerals. So
that was 1958 to 1963. That's interesting because I looked on CatholicAnswers.org to see their opinion of the Rosicrucians. And they said Catholics should not associate with Rosicrucians because they're a occult group. So that's really interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it says he joined one when he was in Turkey.
Huh.
So yeah. Well,
that's fascinating.
Yeah.
That was a cool fact to end on then.
Yeah. Okay. I think that is about it for this week then. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. If you didn't like this, then don't comment because we don't care. But you can leave us a comment down below and let us know if something else you want us to talk about. We'll get to it sooner rather than later because we're always looking for topics to enjoy or have fun or just look into because we like learning stuff. So don't forget, like I said, like, subscribe, comment, and we will talk to you guys next week.
Bye.